All right, good morning, guys. It's day 3. It's my practice test day. On Fridays, I take practice tests. So I call them Fun Fridays because I don't have any fun. So I'm ready to head out to the library. I'm gonna find that quiet floor, log into the computer and get started. I got my lunch and my snacks. I brought these earplugs along with me because the UTSA library sometimes it tends to get loud. But anyway, my goals for the test here are going to be for the chem section, for me to get all of the organic chemistry related questions right. I'm good with pretty much every reaction, and the SN1, SN2. If they give me E1 and E2 reactions, I'm not too sure how well I'll do on those, but that's okay. As well as orbitals, electron orbitals. I've been working on those, so I hope to get all those right. Mostly for the cars, though, my biggest goal is for cars to get a 126 in the cars section, because I've been practicing my speed reading and my question speed. So I hope to at least get to all the questions in a comfortable time. I'm going to be pushing myself for that 9-minute passage time for cars. So hopefully that works. So those are my two goals: to really improve on the chem section, and to make sure I get to all the questions in the car section in a comfortable amount of time, like not having to rush. For the bio and the psych, I same thing, pretty much keep pushing the time, keep pushing to read faster, look at the question and determine probably within 30 seconds whether I know it at the moment or not. And if not, skip it and come back to it later. Skip it, flag it, come back to it later. So that's going to be my test taking technique. So I'll see you after the test. I'm taking my break right now after the chem section. That was rough. I'm not really sure why I did so bad, but it was mostly because I was just unfocused, and I just didn't take the test all at once. I'm not sure. I was just having like this mental fog thing. So we're about to head into the cars section. So I don't know. Hopefully it'll be better. I need it to be better, but yeah, disappointed on the chem section. But here we go for the cars. Okay, so that's the car section done. Right now I'm on the lunch break. It certainly went like as well as when I was doing the practice, which is to say, better than my old cars habits for sure. But I don't know. I still felt that constant, feeling of being behind on time, even though I pushed the entire time, to try to get to be ahead. It's so frustrating, especially when you have read the passage, understand the passage, especially with my technique of like first going through the questions and writing down, the keywords that I should be looking for and then highlighting those. Even still, just that feeling of like knowing that you can answer the questions correctly, but you just don't have enough time. Like you just ran out of your 10 minutes for that passage. It's like palpable, like how frustrating, that time suck is. So for some passages, I allowed myself an extra minute, like an 11th minute to do the passage. But for most of them, I caught myself off at 10, and I did the guess and flag method, which is kind of useless, but but basically you just guess, and yeah, just guess the answer, flag the question, hopefully cross your fingers you have time to come back to it. Yeah, but I have like 15 minutes. I'm just gonna go stretch, look at some birds, I guess, on this campus. It's a gorgeous campus, and it's such a beautiful day. I hate that I always have to be so busy on the most beautiful days. Yeah, but I'll get more of these. Yeah, I'm dressed like such a bum. Side note, I think I've finally started to crack the snack situation, because I think I've brought the right snacks. Not the healthiest ones, but the ones that like make you feel like you've eaten something. So, like, I brought like fig bars, and yeah, those are pretty good because like they're really sugary, uh, but they make you feel like you've actually eaten something substantial. Like, I know the healthier options like nuts and cheese cubes or whatever else you eat, but the snacks that actually make you feel the best are like really kind of heavy, substantial, grainy snacks that you have to chew to eat. Something that makes your brain think you've eaten a lot of food. Yeah, and I also got Aussie Bites from Costco. Those are pretty good. I mean, they're relatively healthy. I mean, they have good, like chia seeds and flax seeds and stuff like that. But they're also like, they have like a chew to them, so it makes you feel good. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my lunch and start the next section, the bio. Okay, so just finished with the bio section. Yeah, I actually, honestly, it was one of the better bio sections that I've ever experienced in the MCATs that I've taken. I was able to push myself fast enough that I had 3 minutes left at the end of the section to go back and review questions, which is kind of unprecedented. I have always ran behind on time, especially in the bio section. So that was kind of the dream section. Content-wise, yeah, a lot to review. I realized I don't have as good a footing in biochemistry as I thought. Like, I need to memorize my structures a lot more for adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, and uracil. I need to get those structures down because they asked a lot of questions about how many rings does each have. Anyway, so that's for me to review. But yeah, no, it was good that I had like a lot of time left, and so yeah, I'm taking a break between sections, and I hope my future sections can go just like this too. The thing is, I still feel the effect of that attention residue, and that's when when I distracted myself too much before studying, I still feel the after effects of that distraction. So, as a tip to anybody taking, or studying the MCAT, do not let yourself be distracted before your studies. Do your best, do your absolute best to save all the distractions you have till after you study, because that residue will it will stick with you throughout the day. I mean, yeah, I can feel myself, as I haven't been checking Instagram all day throughout the test and stuff like that, I can feel myself getting more focused, but it's a very slow process compared to if I had not picked up my phone at all, or not checked my social media at all before. I would have been way more focused at this point, And my chem section, for guaranteed, I know it would have gone better. So watch out for that distraction residue, that attention residue. But yeah, I'm about to head into my last section. Well, there you go. Another test knocked out the park. I mean, I picked it up pretty nicely at the end. I mean, I'm not all that dissatisfied with, with how it went. So the results were 126, 125, 126, and 126. So I only missed that 1 point off in cars, which I think that's kind of the best I could have done at this point. So I wish I could have gone to 126 in cars, but it is what it is. What I am mad at myself about, or what I'm still kicking myself about, is the Chem Phys section, because I got a 126. It's the same as what I got last time, but I feel that I could have done better. Like, I definitely could have done better. And the thing is, like, I know for a fact it's that attention residue, because I had been revising more. I had been, studying for it. Probably not as much as I could have been, but I was putting, a little bit more concentrated time into it. So I definitely could have done better. I'm thinking I could have probably gotten in like a 127 at least, because I know I'm going to look back at the questions and like, and just be like, why did I choose this dumb answer, even though I spent like a minute and a half, 2 minutes on this question. But it is what it is. But it's good. I mean, I'm not wholly dissatisfied with the results. So what I am looking to see is, for next Friday's test, I want to see a market improvement. I want to see probably a 2 more point improvement, because I know I'm going to put in that work for Chem Phys at least. And I know I'm going to put in the work for cars, because I'm going to like push the reading speed really faster than I've ever done. So yeah, bigger and better things to come. Gonna go home and just take a load off. All right, see you guys tomorrow.